Welcome back to this course, How to Start Online Startup. And in this module, we're going to discuss about how to prevent frauds on your web store or on your app rather than your online business. So let's understand simple things what fraudsters do and how you can simple steps that you need to take to prevent frauds on your system. First of all, you have to build some intelligence in your software, whether it's an app or whether it's a web store. In that software, you have to build some intelligence around these questions. Let's break one by one. Let's start with order. Now, is the order for unusually large quantities of product? If a normal product goes in some particular quantity and you suddenly get a spike or you get a order which you got asking for too much of quantity, then definitely it's an alert for you, and you have to. There should be a flag which should be marked in the system. Yeah. So let's say if you are selling a product which generally people buy in quantity of 5 or 4 or 3 or 6 or 7, and here somebody who is now placing order for 50, then don't start dancing. कि अरे बड़ा order आ गया. Okay, it's an alert for you. Yeah. Secondly, is the order for several of the same product, unusual quantity. Okay, especially best-selling items. Now, if there's a best-selling item, and again, so if it's you're getting a lot of orders for same product again, then it's an alert. Is it an average order value? Okay, if your normal ticket size or basket size, okay, is about, let's say, 5,000 rupees, and here you get an order for 50,000 rupees, then again it's an alert. So broken into multiple items, but average ticket size के आजू-बाजू हो तो ठीक है. If it's too much, it's 3 times, 4 times more than average ticket size, then obviously it's an alert for you. Is the order unusual? Color, size, pattern, whatever. It's something which is not moving generally, and here you're getting an order which is a non-moving product, okay, which is unusual, then again it's an alert. Is the order for a high-value item? By default, it should be alert. So if somebody is placing an order for iPhone 6 or S Plus, which is going to cost 70,000-80,000 rupees, by default, the system should flag an alert for you guys. Yeah. Then, as the buyer opted for urgent delivery facility. Now, generally you would put an express delivery or urgent delivery facility in a system where at a little extra cost, you get an urgent delivery. If buyer has put that option, then again that should be an alert for you. Yeah. In terms of payment, again the intelligence that you need to build into your software is that IP location and the credit card address should match. If it doesn't match, I'm not saying for sure it's a fraudster, but actually it should give you an alert. So let's say if my credit card address is of Mumbai and the IP address is from Nigeria, okay, it's alert, right? And you got to ask a developer or software guy to check the IP address and give it to you. Maintain a log of whenever a customer tries to enter into a credit card number, and is the number of tries more than 3. So when a customer is entering a credit card number and there's a mistake, okay, then agar 3 बार से ज़्यादा, if the try is more than 3 times, it should definitely give an alert. If the number of declined transactions is more than 3, do not allow for the transaction at all. आप रुकाई दो उसको. 3 बार ठीक है. You can stop it. You can tell very nicely, politely, you can tell customer that sorry, you had 3 times declined, and we would not be able to, or we will be unable to process your transaction further. Okay, bye bye, happy bye bye, aujo. No more doing business with you. Has the same user placed multiple orders using different credit cards? Now, if one user, just imagine if I'm transacting with Amazon or a Flipkart or a Snapdeal or eBay or whatever, okay, and me as a user, if on the same website, if I use 5 different cards, something is wrong, right? Usually I would use 1 or 2 cards. Now imagine something happening to you also. On your website, if a same user is using every time different cards, alert. इतने सब कार्ड्स कहाँ से आए? या तो जेन्युइन बंदा है, बहुत पैसे वाला बंदा है, okay, he's got 20 cards in his pocket and he wants to use different cards every time, or he's got cards robbed and picked up, hacked, and now he's using every time different cards, and chances of second are higher. Address. The phone number has to match the billing code of the area, right? So whatever phone number I'm giving, I mean generally landline, okay, Now in mobile it's not possible, but earlier we had this system. So from the mobile number you could track it out at which city that the mobile number belongs, and obviously the address has to be the same number, I mean same area. Does the billing and shipping address match? Now billing address and shipping address are different, then it should give an alert. This is only when billing address and shipping address will differ, only when I am gifting somebody. Okay, otherwise it should match. Has the order originated from a high risk area in terms of IP address? So has the order come from Nigeria, high risk area, or has the order come from some place in India which is of high risk? So like a credit card company, they maintain their hot list or red list or whatever. Similarly, you got to maintain your red list. कि ये area से अगर आया है, okay, from Muzaffarnagar in, yeah, then definitely you have to be alert, extra cautious about those areas. Yeah. What you need to do in general is remind your customers to change a password periodically. Get them to register strong passwords, special characters, numbers, yeah, small and caps. So you got to make it little not easy for the fraudsters, yeah, and you have got to educate the staff regularly. Now this is something important. People generally we have seen don't educate the staff. They understand, the owner as an entrepreneur would understand, but it's also important to educate the staff. I think that's more important because you are going to process the order. The staff is going to process the order. So when they are the first people, they are the first point of contact to see that alerts. And when they see the alert, obviously they are the first people to respond. If they are complacent, if they ignore it, you may lose out. So you got to educate the staff on all these methods, all these systems, and they have to be alert about all these things. Yeah. Boldly display fraud notice, okay, on your e-commerce. It's like telling your customers you are under video surveillance. Okay, so you go to different places and you see those boards, so it deters. I mean, it becomes a deterrent for the fraudsters. They are alert themselves. Okay, so if they want, they have some nasty or ill intentions, at least it becomes a deterrent for them to be cautious. Same thing, you have to put that kind of notices on your e-commerce website, especially on checkout page. All your checkout URL should be https://. See that S has to be there. So जो checkout pages है, when you're setting up your portal, okay, when you're doing a testing, check that HTTPS है. If it's not there, tell a developer something is wrong. For that you have to buy SSL certification. Buy that, small cost, but it should be secured. Yeah. Make provisions to provide tracking number for every shipment. It helps you to track, okay, and helps your customers to track, okay. So it helps your logistics department, a logistics company to track. So a shipping number, just ऐसे dispatch मत करो. Try to give a unique shipping number to every parcel that goes out from your office. Tracking becomes easier. Keep records of all interaction with the customer. It helps too. Now, when you get an alert, you generally should be calling customer or at least sending an email, depending on the number of flags that are raised, depending on the severity, depending on the suspicion you have. If it's a simple thing, then send an email, at least get a confirmation from the customer that this is the order they have placed and they are genuine. Otherwise, give them a call. Let me just tell an example, some incident, and you'll get an idea. I was in Australia. I had a business in Australia. I used to stay there, and one day my company got acquired, and the staff and everybody, we decided to have a party. So we went out and we decided to go to Pizza Hut. Okay. And we had a good party and good time there, yeah. And then I paid the bill through my credit card. Now it's very unusual in a place like Sydney in Australia to get a bill of something like $400, $450. I don't remember, but for a pizza. Obviously, nobody eats pizza up to $450. And because we were staff, a lot of people were there, so the bill definitely was running high. I made a payment through Amex card. Okay, I just stepped out of the hotel. And I get a call from Amex saying, Mr. Bheda, I said, yes, we see a transaction of so and so dollars on Amex card. We just want to confirm, is that genuine? Have you done this payment? I said, yes, not to worry. Okay, thank you very much, done. At least they were alert to see, I mean, हो सकता है it's a fraud. हो सकता है somebody is really misusing my card and I felt secured. That's important. Now, as a customer of MX, I feel secured and MX is taking care of my transactions. Somebody is watching my transactions. Yeah. Similarly, whenever you call up customer, just confirm that, sir, you have placed an order for so and so. We said you have placed order for 3 iPhone 7, iPhone 6, okay, which is amount to so much amount. Do you just wanted to confirm? Is it right? Okay. If you want to ask some more questions, ask, but better ask customer. And if you talk for 2 minutes, your internal system will tell you something is suspicious or everything is right. Okay, that gut feeling in as an entrepreneur will give you the direction. That antenna will go up. A fraudster will try to evade answers. A genuine person will not evade answers. And that barometer is there in you, which will tell you something is wrong. So it's better to talk to a customer, right? What you need to do is carefully analyze the orders whenever you get an order, especially in the initial stages, in the starting stages. You are new to this online world, to the online business. So it's better to you analyze every order. Be careful about suspicious email IDs like this. I mean, why would somebody put an email ID like bsz927013@yahoo.com? Be careful about you. Okay. So I mean, yeah. So yeah. Sorry, I thought you were saying something. So these are the kind of email IDs which, I mean, a genuine person would put a normal name at at gmail.com or at, right? Yeah, and I see that there are people like you who create this. Yeah. Then be cautious of orders that come from outside India. Okay. Initially, you may get orders also from out of India. Okay. And you'll say, "Hurry, my first export order." Again, you'll start celebrating it, but be very, very cautious, and especially from countries like Africa, where most of the frauds originate. Yeah. If possible, if your business model permits, for first 6-8 months, 1 year, okay, tell a payment gateway company not to accept cards which are issued out of India. That means foreign key cards, foreign issued cards, international banks issued card, don't accept on a system. Okay, that means you will lose on some orders, but better to avoid than feeling sorry later on. Yeah, and create your own red list, blacklist. Red lists are alerts, blacklist is absolutely no. Okay, past records will help. Okay, and here also keep records. It's very important to keep records of all your customers. And now, when you talk to customer, when you're sending an email, when your customer replies to you, when customer talks to you, okay, maintain a record. Don't lose out on that. Why? Because in case if you happen to become a victim of the fraud, okay, and then when you give it to any investigation agency, for them all this interaction becomes useful for them to trace. Based on the language, pattern, words used, okay, they can perhaps get some indication where this person. For example, अगर ये नॉर्थ का बंदा है तो यही लैंग्वेज, ये जो लैंग्वेज यूज़ किया है ये नॉर्थ का है, कोई साउथ इंडियन नहीं है. I mean, based on certain words, and अपने लिए बहुत सिंपल चीज़ है कि हाँ ये, लेकिन the tone, the language, the words that they use becomes very important for the investigators to trace that person. So you make a note of all the interactions that you have with the customer.
Sir, in the transaction of a foreign means outside India, if they are paying, means they are doing the payment, and we are shipping the material, and in that event, is it possible that after they reject or they return the material, our payment will be immediately debited from our account?
Chargeback, I told you.
Haan.
So you ship the goods, considering it's payment ka aa gaya, order, export order, okay, you got $100 worth of order or whatever, okay, you ship the goods, gone out of left country, okay, after 1 month you your bank gets back to you, chargeback, okay, and you say I shipped the goods. Who got cheated? Bank or you? Bank say we don't, it's you got cheated. So bank is always going to do vasuli from you, understand? Bank will never ever lose money. Either they take from the customer or they take from the merchant. Customer, if it's not available, then merchant hai. Merchant is always there. So they're going to take from merchant. Because bank's statement is going to be very clear. We didn't get cheated, you got cheated. We process the payment for you. So with this we end our this small module on fraud prevention. Okay, and I hope you take this care, and we meet you again in the next module. Thank you very much.